Fam, what is up with the squad? It's your favorite 19 with Uncle Tennessee. Y'all catch MJ Lover sitting down, ready to get to the units. What's good, fam? What is good? What's good? Y'all know what it is. Cess Talks Sports. Cess Talks Bets with MJLover23. MJ, what's good, fam?
This is the opening of a lot of beautiful things that are about to happen in the sports world. We got some surprises for you guys tonight. And going forward, there'll be some different changes coming up, but I think they're big, but they're basically, kind of small in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, we'll talk about it as we go along.
Absolutely. Come on in, pull up. Hey, we had a grand old time last night. We had a grand old time last night.
You guys,
for those of y'all that don't know,
so crazy.
Got money together for my GoFundMe for my throat, everything, my old people throat. We're not having that around here. Oh man, listen.
Old people throat.
Hey, listen, I'm not having no old people throat, man. Nigga told me that. I've been checking ever since. I check every once in a while. Just it ain't collapsed yet. It ain't got that collapse look yet.
So crazy, man. I can't.
Come on in. We got some picks. Yeah. Come on in. No WNBA today. No WNBA. Surprise. No WNBA today. See, I probably thought y'all wouldn't see us, but we talk sports, and we talk bets, and so we are gonna be looking at a couple. We're gonna look at some baseball stuff, and then we're gonna be getting y'all ready for the Colorado Buffs watch party that we are doing on Cess Talks Sports here on YouTube. Russell, see you over there on the Instagram, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. KBAF in the building. Coach Coleman, the prop master. MJLover23.
Coach Coleman.
In the building. How you feeling? How you feeling about today? So I think we got to get going with baseball, right? Because we got some stuff started popping up early. Is that what we got going on?
Yeah. So a few of the games have already started. So
okay.
Which is okay. I mean, it's I'll be honest with you, like some of those early games, I mean, they had some potential to them, but it's nothing to really stress out over as far as missing any opportunities. There's a lot of stuff going on tonight. Looking at the last game that starts is Baltimore Orioles Los Angeles Dodgers, and we'll go through a little bit of that in just a second. But like right now, there's so much good. I went kind of crazy on some of the low level tickets, so I have no less than, including individual bets and some parlays, I have no less than 17 bets out right now. They're all low level. There's a few that Cess and we went kind of crazy with, and I think she had a parlay that was up to almost over $4 million. And
50 cent parlay. I was trying to hit for $4 million. Y'all was trying to hit. They told me I had to change it. They told me it was too much. I didn't know it could be too much money in the bet. I was like, what in the world? What in the world? Because I was careful. You hear me? I made sure I checked one up.
$1 million.
And they gave my number. 50 cents. 4 million on 50 cents. Y'all know I had to take my shot. They shot me down.
Exactly.
They shot me down.
I get it. I mean, I can't even lie. I kind of tailed as much of that ticket as I could. Mine wasn't as much, but yeah, I mean it's around 110,000. If they
you ended up going higher than me. Remember, I moved. I dropped. I took Mookie. I dropped Mookie and I dropped Freeman.
So my 50 cent.
My 50 cent could bring in like 70 bands though.
All right, but that's the thing though. I'm like,
bands.
Okay, I'm
sitting
there. How many did you end up with? Was it 8 or 9?
I want to say 6. I didn't add nobody back. I just dropped my 2.
That's right, because that's why
I didn't go back. I just dropped it down, so I was under their little threshold. Because I dropped it and tried to get to the 900,000, and they was like, "No, too bad for you." And I was like, "Yeah, it's okay." It's cool.
Yeah, the Freddie Freeman is not the
No, I take that back. I could have left it at 900, and I moved Mookie. I took Mookie off, Mookie. and then took the bet. Let me see.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, High Life is in here for the Buffs. What's good, fam?
Hey.
In here for the Buffs. bets and ready for the game tonight. Hey, fam, what is good? Y'all know what it is. We in here. 1-800-GAMBLER. If y'all need it, use it. 1-800-GAMBLER. We are here for entertainment, informational, and of course, educational purposes. You know what it is. If y'all need it, though, hit them up. 1-800-GAMBLER. Call them, text them, jump on their website, send them an email. They're 24/7. If you need help, don't front, get help. And take the under for sure on Harold Williams getting stopped again in Canada. I'm sure take the under on that one, bro.
We got to get that story on air one of these days.
Too. That's a good bet.
That was crazy.
Oh, that's a good bet.
That was crazy too.
That's a good bet. I thought I was gonna have to pull up in Canada, y'all.
Go bail some people out.
Okay, Jamie Hodges here for the Buffs.
So
good, for the Buffs. Man. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my god, it's so funny, man. Hey, my chat's better than yours.
Hey man, you can't beat this chat with a bet. Let's go.
Oh my god, it's so good.
So what we got? Baseball first, huh? Baseball
is first. So I'm going to kind of go through. The names that you see on here are the initial. This was actually supposed to be the early options, and you're looking at Willie Adams from Milwaukee. Anthony Santander, who we talk about a lot on this show because this dude is always a threat to knock one over the fence. Teoscar Hernandez, Mookie Betts, who was taken off of a list. And the only reason, just so you guys are clear, the only reason that Mookie Betts was taken off of her list is because I don't know why, but it was just to make sure that it was clear and it was no confusion on the ticket for the most part. But
it was really just good. It was like, okay, you made me move something, I moved that, and I was like, well, yo, if I drop Mookie, what happens? It was still like 50 cents for 70 bands, and it was like, you know what?
Yeah,
pull the trigger.
Might as well.
Rasheen Beats in the building. What's up, Rasheen? Appreciate you popping back through. It was a good time last night. Wasn't it?
I gotta talk to you guys. Rasheen Beats, the rest of y'all crazy. Anyway, and I think hold on, let me get back over here real quick. So the last person on the list is Brent Rooker, and from what I understand, that game already started, but as we check on the home run so far, let's see if we got anybody on here before I bring up the Corey Seager, home run, 4th inning, 1 out, 406 feet on the distance, slider off of Nick Nastrini. There you go. Good old Corey Seager. He's been on the show earlier this week. His previous game went into a doubleheader, and they would not allow us to pick him as a home run option. I did today, so guess what? We're already on the board for a home run. Garrett Mitchell from Milwaukee and Zach Neto. So let me give you guys a quick heads up on this. I'm going to check on this while I'm talking about it. Zach Neto was, I think, 850 plus. He was plus 850, which is almost the equivalent of like 8-1, right? So for every, educational purposes only monopoly dollar that you bet, you will get 8 to 8.5 back on that wager. That's fantastic. Right, but so much of a long shot that we weren't going to put him on there because there's so many other different options that we're going to actually go through in just a second. Hold on just a second. There, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to lift this board a few times just so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And what we did, and like I said, I used a few people from the list that's right in here. So, let me see. Well, it's a little different. I'm actually going to use a few people from that list on here. But what I did, because there was early games, I have Corey Seager, I have Willie Adams, I have Showtime Otani, and I also have Vlad yet again because this is the last game in their round. I think it's the last game in their series before they move to the next team. So what I did is I did a number of different tickets, right? So I know I did 17, but I did solos. I did solo home runs on Corey Seager, Otani, and Vlad, and then maybe probably 2 or 3 other people I did solos. So those games are coming later tonight. We'll get the results on that most likely either later tonight or tomorrow. But for the most part, what I want to do is kind of go through the list of names that I gave you, and then how we're actually using this to organize the actual bets themselves. So bear with me for a second here. I'm going to write a few of these names on from the tickets that I actually have. Where is my? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay. Here we
go. While he writing this stuff down, I want y'all to know he be having some secrets that he don't be putting all.
I'll talk about that.
So sometimes y'all may want to pull up in the Discord, right? You might want to pull up in that Discord fam and check out what's going on in that want to bet room. Sometimes he drops some jewels in there, some surprises, some last minute changes, stuff happens. So make sure I drop the
one thing you guys
Discord
must understand in the Discord, we go through a lot of there's things that we talk about in the Discord that doesn't make it on the air, and some of the stuff in the Discord is gold. And I know it seems like I might be just blowing smoke, but I'm telling you, there's a few times for one, what was in the Discord was Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso was in the Discord the night before, and not even on the original list. So we basically, once we got that information, we had to put Pete Alonso on, and guess what? He hit a home run yesterday. So, I mean, I'm trying to get everybody paid. I want everybody to eat, and I want you to tell your friends so they can eat, and so on and so on and so on.
With entertainment units on entertainment meals for entertainment purposes.
Only, please. Let me see. So, yep. Give me, Cess, can you give me a couple people that you have, if you have it handy, can you give me a couple of people that you have on your one of your tickets? Maybe that long one?
Oh yeah, let me grab it. So I know we went
the same
Matt Olson.
Oh yeah, Matt. Oh, thank you for that. That's the name I was forgetting. Matt Olson.
George Springer.
That was another one. Yes. Who else?
Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt. Yep. Bobby Witt. Always.
And I don't know if you said Jake Berger.
Jake Berger. Oh yeah, Jake Berger too. Yeah. So just to give you guys a heads up, and I'm just gonna do Jake Berger. I'm not gonna put the other name up there just yet. Because so what I ended up doing is I made sure that I tethered at least 3 or 4 of these names with 2 of these names here, right? The one I didn't tether would have been Willie Adams, just because Willie Adams was on the list and I didn't really want to bet him, but I was looking at the matchup and it looked like it was promising, so I just left it the way it was. But what I did is I did tether Teoscar Hernandez with his teammate, right? So that's the late game. So if either one of those guys hit a home run, if they both hit a home run in the same game, you're going to know about it and you're going to get paid right away. Let me see. And then I tethered Bobby Witt with Corey Seager. Right? And then I tethered, this is kind of an obvious one. I tethered Alvarez with Vladdy Jr. because Alvarez hit three home runs yesterday, so I had to play the recency bias on that one. So I tethered him with.
How often is that accurate? The recency bias there, like he hit one yesterday, so he'll hit another one. Like doesn't that run out?
Right. If the pitching matchup is right and it's similar to what they had before, recency bias does come into play. Right. It's kind of like muscle memory too. I mean, what the baseball players will tell you, they're all superstitious and they have their, they're going to walk backwards to bat in practice or whatever the case may be. Whatever they did the night before to do, to perform well, they're going to continue to try to do the same thing. And recency bias actually helps with that because that's muscle memory. And if they see a pitch in the same spot where they hit one out the other day, fantastic. That's exactly what they're looking for, right? So let me get one more tether in here real quick. Actually, you know what? Put that one up too high. One more tether in here real quick. And we'll move that out. And it was Olsen. I tethered Olsen also with Corey Seager. Right? So you guys know I just told you that Corey Seager hit a home run, right? So I have no less than 2 tickets tied to a guy that's already hit one today. Plus, I had him for a single home run, so I get a few units on that one back. But that's what the organization looks like initially, is that you're looking at not only this potential ticket hitting for the individual home run, but you also have 2 more chances to hit your parlay because this guy has already did what he was supposed to do. Right? So that is part of it. Let's answer some questions if we have any right now, because there's a couple more names I want to go through before we get to the football.
I don't see no questions right now. Questions right now.
Really?
I know for me, I appreciate you going through that, and I don't know how many of the fans are sitting here right now through the baseball, but and then some people just don't. They don't
partake.
But they'll come back. They'll come back. But I don't see any questions. But for I always got a question.
Sure.
So I guess when you're building this out, when you're building out the tethering, is it always just 1-to-1? Is the ratio always 1-to-1 for the tether for you?
No, not always, but to be honest with you, it's really hard to actually pick one home run. If you can get a good matchup and you're pretty confident in that, being able to get somebody else that may be similar or just under that level of confidence in a home run, it just makes it a lot easier. It's the 3 and 4 home run people that's where it gets kind of hard to manage. But I mean, it looks good because every time you put another home run hitter on there, your odds jump from 50-1 to 150-1 to 700-1 to 2,000-1 to 25,000-1, right? It'll keep going up depending on which hitters that you're going at. But yeah, they're big. I like to do it just 1-to-1. And like we said earlier, you and I will put in a wild one, just because that we can. Is not going to cost us anything but a half a unit, right? So never.
Okay, Rasheen said it. Yeah. Rasheen said it's still a little confusing. I know baseball, it's the betting part that got me confused. I'll have to hit you up on the Discord. Yeah, and we're going to talk through stuff here, too, because I said, this is for entertainment purposes, but this is also for educational purposes. Like, this is brand new for me. It's not something that I did, that I really took a deep dive on before, other than, like, around the house, people, I take that kind of stuff, but, like, really getting into the business of it, which I'm finding out there's a real business side of everything that's going on with around in the area of sports betting and baseball and all of the different factors that go in from, like, how the wind is blowing, how hot it is outside, what's the humidity,
Right.
people. I say some people even talking about like how many people are actually in the ballpark, all kind of stuff that goes into. It's not just the guests, because I thought people was like him. He gonna hit a home run. We was just picking it out the blue. It's a science. It's real. It's a real science to it. Like
there is
so that part has
science.
been really interesting and engaging for me. And then to see all of the different tools and the stuff that have like built out around this, like it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I remember when it was it's like Vegas or nothing. So like all of these different apps and all of this stuff out here is really crazy. So I appreciate you even taking the time to share this stuff and as you guys go back, like even on the rewatch gang, and I'm going to do better as I try to get better with the with the channel and with how we present for people that are rewatching. You know what I mean? Reach out to us, let us know questions that you have. Share your thoughts. Share your picks even afterwards. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know what helped. Let us know what didn't help. What is also helpful. And then also let us know if you got some tips and tricks for us. Let's see. Oh yeah, this information is very valuable and appreciate it. Oh, absolutely. Okay. So that was kind of my thing, like the science of it all. So I do appreciate you sharing that, and then the different ways to be able to like leverage 50 cents. I don't know if you can do a 25-cent unit.
It depends on your wagering side, what their minimum they let you bet, right? So
but being able to see that stuff in their strategy is really cool, and then how this will translate around to other sports is going to be really cool. Okay, you should have picked Dolson to go for more than 10. Okay, Rasheed. Hey, hold on. Hey, matter of fact, and then let me say this too. I'm sorry. One second. Rasheed Beats is a family member that makes beaded bracelets. Rasheed Beats makes beaded bracelets. Got an Etsy page and does beaded bracelets. I checked out the page. Some really cool looking stuff. I will be sure to share the link, but I do try to shout out the fam. Make sure y'all follow Rasheed Beats. Got some nice beaded bracelets over there for y'all.
That's right. Excellent. Now, one thing last thing that I'm gonna mention here before we get out of this part of the show is the other thing I forgot is that with Corey Seager as one of my mains, what I forgot is that I also tethered him to Showtime Ohtani. So hold on. So wait, are you here?
What?
Right? And then I actually have him coming across all of here, but I also have these ready to go to hit too.
Okay, I see it now. It makes more.
Right.
I'll follow you a little bit better now. Okay.
Now, so I had to put the arrows in there. I'm just kind of, that's basically how that looks. So right now I have one home run hit single already, but I also have a potential to hit up to 3 different 2 home run parlays right now. Right.
So here I go with my magic question.
Yes.
Can you tether a hitter and a pitcher?
You can. Yeah, you can on certain sites, like the site that you're on. You can actually tether. You can tether a pitcher to a hitter. You can tether a pitcher to how many strikeouts they're going to have. You can tether them to how many innings they're going to pitch, how many outs they're going to pitch to. You can tether a hitter to. You can tether a home run hitter to a base hit hitter to a pitcher.
I was thinking like somebody who I think is going for sure hit a home run and a pitcher that I think is for sure going to win the game or something like that.
Oh, I see 100%. Saying,
yeah. Oh, 100%. I'm happy to be able to share your info. Rasheen. And Rasheen is saying so. It's like 3 bets in one.
It sort of. It's that ticket. Like I said, I did multiple tickets, but what I just showed you is a minimum of 4 tickets that I did. I did one for just a single home run for Corey Seager. I did a ticket for Corey Seager and Matt Olson. I did a Corey Seager and a Bobby Witt. And then I also did a Corey Seager with an Ohtani. Right? So I got one home run, and I also one individual home run, and I also have 3 parlay bets. Right? Those are all in play. And that's just a few of the ones that I had put in. And actually two of the names that we initially put on the board are in play right now.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So with that said, we may go in and out as the show goes on, just to keep you guys posted for the people that were able to get a few tickets in. We'll keep you guys up to date on that as it goes along, just because I have a refresher and it's going to let me know who's hitting home. Oh, yes. Oh,
yeah. Okay. All surrounding Corey Seager. Is that right?
Huh?
All okay. And all surrounding Corey Seager.
A lot of it did. Just because we had him earlier this week, and he's had a good matchup the last few days. It's just the weather got in the way. They rained out his game the first inning a few days ago. Came back to do the doubleheader. I thought they were going to let us pick him for the second game for the home run, but they basically just wiped out the option, so we couldn't pick a home run. At least on my side, I don't know if that happened to anybody else, but I couldn't pick the option for the home run for him. So I was like, you know what? I'm going back to this dude because he's actually been pretty solid for me in the last few weeks. So I thought I'd go back to him, and guess what? He's paying dividends already. And also one of the people that is off the board that I kind of slapped in, Jackson Murrow just hit a home run in the 5th inning, 419 feet off of Sonny Gray. And so there's still a few people in that game that might come through too. But with that said, let's move on to tonight's festivities. The Colorado Buffalo.
Wait. You did both of them?
Did I? Oh, I didn't. You're right. Oh, I'm holding.
I don't have a slide for that one, but you got some special picks.
No, that's all right. I got it. I'll pull it up real quick. I have a few extras for you guys, a few extra prospects that may or may not be able to get you guys an extra few units or more. I know I sent that to you. I totally didn't write it down on my sheet, which I should have, but I got too excited. Apologize, guys.
No, I got it. I have it, but I'll share it from my screen. That's what I'll do.
Okay, no problem. Excellent.
So let me share a screen, and you should have it up right now.
There we go. Fantastic. So Grant McCray is a long shot. He's definitely a long shot, probably around 800, plus 800 on the home run long shot list. Jesus Sanchez, he may or may not have already started, so you may not be able to get him. But Duran. So Jarren Duran is he has 3 home runs in the last 2 games. So just like we just talked about, going with recency bias, checked out the pitcher. Pitcher gives up a lot of fly ball outs, but those fly ball outs can definitely turn into home runs. Since he's already got 3 under his belt in the last 2 games, let's see if he can get a 4th or a 5th one. So definitely, if nothing else, if you don't take anything else from these 3, take Jarren Duran. He may get us another home run tonight.
Yeah. Heard it here first. Heard it here first.
Yeah, second verse, same as the first.
All right, let's see.
All right,
Let's talk Colorado Buffs football. Let's talk
Ooh.
some Buffs football. Who excited about football tonight?
Oh
Who
man, this
is
is so
excited about football tonight? Been waiting on some football. Been waiting on Prime.
man, so good. This is gonna be so good.
If you got a few minutes,
Yeah.
we're not that we still got some time in the show.
Sure.
When did you first become a fan of Deion Sanders? How did you meet? How were you introduced?
That's such a great question. So back in the day, if I remember right, it was CBS that used to show all the primetime college football game. Me being on the West Coast back in the mid 80s, early to mid 80s, we were able to actually see Miami, Florida games and also Florida State games. I remember watching a Florida State game of this first time on the field with the Florida State Seminoles returning. I want to say it was a punt. It might have been a kick return, but he was returning the punt or kick return, and I don't even think they touched him. And he was really fast, about 6'1", kind of skinny-ish, but his wheels, and it didn't even look like he was running. And I'm like, oh man! And then this dude's up here dancing on the way to the end zone. I'm like, okay, I'm hooked on this dude. And every week, seemed like almost every single week, he didn't disappoint. And his name was Deion Sanders. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch this cat. This is that dude. That was back in the mid 80s, early 80s.
But he was only like 6 foot 190.
Yeah. 6'1" is tall for a cornerback though.
But Coach Prime time. Something real big. Up close, but he about 6 foot 190, right?
Yeah.
Think about all of the stuff that he did. Think about all of the stuff that he did. You hear me? I don't know. I'm not a big Florida State fan. We got a Florida State fan in the fam. I don't know if they watch it now, but we got one in the fam. So, Thick Vegan, if you hear this, let me know. Because I think that Deion Sanders is the most exciting player in Florida State history. I don't know that you could name a more exciting player to come out of Florida State.
There's a few.
I don't know. More exciting than Deion. I mean, and it was what used to make me mad about Deion is I was at this time. It was not cool to be a Florida State fan. What? You're a Miami Hurricane fan if you like the football team down Florida, right? Like Miami. You had this dude, man. The post game conferences, man. You think Charlie Ward? You think Charlie Ward? Thick Vegan popped in here. Ain't even say Thick Vegan usually come in and say, "Hey, how you doing, MJ? How you doing? All that, right?" Didn't come in and say nothing, just like Charlie Ward. It's okay. Hey, hope you're having a great day. So, it was the post game press conferences for me. It was the shades. It was like, who is this dude? His curl was always right. He was always flashy. Like he had drip before we was calling it drip. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he showed us something, and then just to watch him go from there to everywhere he went, man, has been amazing. All the way now to Colorado football head coach, starting up some football tonight. What you think about tonight's game?
Tonight's game's going to be fun. We don't really know what to expect. I mean, a lot of us who actually follow some of the, Prime Junior's videos, Well Off Media, he does a really good job of showing us as much as he possibly can.
Absolutely.
Before on the field, off the field, sometimes behind the camera too.
Excellent what he does.
Yeah, I mean, I salute to him and what he's doing. He actually has some good music. I actually have some of his music on my Spotify. My playlist, and it does bang. It bumps in the car. It definitely does. The one thing I was going to mention too about this is that before I get into the game, I found here I'm going to give you some names. Florida
All right.
State, all-time best football players in Florida State history. Deion Sanders, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Second, Dalvin Cook, who just got signed to the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie
That's a
Ward.
good name right there. That's a good name right there. These names right
here. These are names. These are the names. Charlie.
These are Hall of Famers. These are Hall of Famers.
All
for the
of
most
Famers.
Part.
All
Charlie
of
Ward. Charlie wouldn't play basketball, but
yeah.
He's I don't know. Ward Dunn.
See
the Ward Dunn. Yeah, I knew it was
Ward Dunn. Jalen Ramsey.
Okay.
Good name. Peter Warwick.
Yeah.
You guys remember Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Anquan Bolden.
Great
one of the
name.
toughest wide receivers to ever come across.
Ever played the game.
Derwin James. Another talented guy. And then the last one that fills out the top 10, Fred Biletnikoff. One of the best wide receivers.
Wow, Biletnikoff. That's
in
like
NFL
legend.
That's royalty right there.
That's old school. That's old school
right?
Still on the whole list.
Those are the names. And that's not
most
a bad
excited.
list at all.
Out that whole list, most excited.
Yes.
And they used to try to call him Leon Dion, but I like prime time.
Leon Dion, prime time. Yeah, it was mostly prime time for me. It was prime time.
Before I let you get in this game, before I let you get into that, let me jump into some of these comments real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Miss D at Sweet 201. What is going on? Good afternoon.
Hey, Miss D.
Still thinking about betting. We'll see. Okay. Keep coming to class. Keep coming to class.
We here for it.
First time seeing Prime was with Atlanta Falcons. Then playing with my Yanks. First Bo Jackson with the Royals. Oh, wow. Oh, there's another great name. Another good.
Yeah, Bo Jackson.
Man. Those guys were entertaining us all year round. Right, all year round, all through football season, all through baseball season. Those two dudes. Bo, the hip took Bo out, but not before he ended Brian Bosworth's career. You hear me? Oh, carry him across the.
You gotta get on my Seahawks while I'm here.
I had to get that one in there. He bought Bo up. Come on, you know what it is.
Damn.
You saw it. Carried his career right out of football. He carried him. Don't turn it around. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stand on business. Charlie Ward. Okay. Yeah. Deion changes the corner position. He made it cool, and they changed the celebration rule.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, not as famous, but Farouk the wrestler. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Farouk. Yeah, he actually played for Florida State too.
Harold Williams always come with something from someplace else to fit right in. Like I think he said something up here. You know, Harold Williams always got something going on. I look. I skipped this part. We said Santander, and he said he had a card note from Santander Bank. You know what I mean? Just it's always every time we say something, it applies in his life. I love it. That's why you can't beat this chat with a bet. You hear me? Let's go. Thinking that, bro. I was just teasing. Hey, I hope everyone's having a great day. Blake walked in on y'all Florida State driving. Oh, drive safe. Don't be messing around with me. Drive safe. I just enjoy the way you enter the chats all the time. They draft. He was interviewed, and Deion Jr. had drip as a baby. Talk about it, Miss D.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody had
now
drip.
The baby got something. Now he ready.
Everybody had drip before. No, speaking of the baby, he got some drip, don't he? He got some drip, don't he? Oh my gosh, y'all seen the New York Square, the billboard he got in Times Square.
Y'all gotta look it up. Y'all gotta see that.
I might share it. Right. I like when he told the Giants that he wasn't taking any tests because he'd be off the board before they draft.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't doing that. I'll be going for y'all before.
Don't even bother.
Talk to me. Ward Dunn, great name. Hey, Thick Big Afro. Hello, Cess, MJ Lover in chat. Fam, hope everyone's having a great day. I'm a little discombobulated. Sorry, running around in the heat. Hello at Miss D Sweet 201.
Get some water and slow down.
We forgive you, Thick Big. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
Get some
stay
water.
Hydrated, stay safe.
Please. All right.
See if I can find this.
Yeah. That Times Square. That was definitely larger than life.
We got the billboard. My man sitting on top of McDonald's. Let me see if I got him real quick.
All right. Let's refresh.
Here we go. Yep, here we go. Real quick. This is what we got right here. I'm so happy for this kid. This is what happened with hard work. Y'all can say it ain't hard work. This hard work right here. His daddy can't play. His daddy can't play. Now, I mean, y'all can say he got every chance, but his daddy ain't on the field. So, I mean, you know what time it is.
Exactly.
Oh, y'all know what time it is. Stop playing. Stop playing with Dion. Stop playing in their face.
Exactly.
Let's go.
And
Let's go. Let's go.
It's on top of a McDonald's, so everybody gonna see it.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, they loving it. You hear me? They loving it. Let's go. Let's talk some football. What's going on with this game today?
So
What's going on with
good,
this
so
game today?
good. This
Let's
game,
go. Sure, yeah.
and we were kind of going. I mean, we're going off a little bit of last year. We're also going off a little bit of this spring and this summer. I was able to actually take a little bit of a look in on North Dakota State team itself. They're one of the better Division II teams in the nation. Even though they're Division II, they do have some NFL talent on it. So one of the things that you never do is you never want to underestimate your opponents, and you want to make sure that you put the game out of reach as soon as you possibly can. So I'm thinking that Colorado is going to go to the air right away and try to pick North Dakota State apart. If they are clicking on all cylinders early, this game is going to get out of reach, and the subs will be coming in sooner than later. But the first half, we're going to have some really good action. I think we'll get to actually see some of the second string people come in and out, because I think they're going to go fast paced to keep these guys in shape. So with that said, take the over on this game. I think they're going to score a lot, and on top of that, North Dakota State will put some points on the board. They have been champions in Division II multiple times for a reason. So don't think that this is going to be a pushover just because you see Division II in front of their name. All right. Over 60.5 points. And I take the over on the point spread of 9.5, which is a little low, but I mean that's kind of the respect that people are giving Colorado right now. Starting with Shedeur Sanders, Mr. Rolex watch.
Question. Before you get into Shedeur, what does that ranking say about what people think about the new O-line? What is that? What do these numbers say?
That's a great question. I don't know if that's a reflection of the O-line, because last year Colorado had a problem stopping the run too. Right. So I think
could be defensive line. Could be both.
It could be a combination of both. I believe that they've gotten better at certain positions, especially the offensive line. And I think there was somebody that was going after Jordan Seaton for being a rookie. I don't want to say it was the coach of North Dakota State, but it was somebody that was talking about both of those teams together. Might have been a North Dakota State supporter. Basically questioned a rookie or freshman starting at the guard or tackle position. There was a small response from Mr. Seaton, basically saying, "What?" and that was it. And he just went on about his business. So I know he's going to be ready to make things happen. And as long as we keep Sanders upright, Shedeur upright, he has a ton of weapons. Jimmy Horn Jr., Will Shepard, LeJounte Wester, Travis Hunter, and even coming off the bench, you have Omari Miller, Caleb Mathis, he's been there, and Cordell Russell, Terrell Timmons Jr. Will be backing all those guys up. And I mentioned a lot of names, but if you've been following the last season of Colorado Buffalo football, they do 3 and 4 and 5 wide receiver sets on a regular basis. So most of those guys are going to get time, and hopefully they stay healthy when they do it. They will run a tight end out there right now. It looks like Sam Hart is the starter, but one of my high school friends Nate Small. Shout out to Nate Small, Garfield High School, class of '89. Dating myself, but that's okay. Savell Smalls. His son is completing his senior year with the Colorado Buffaloes. He is the second string tight end. They are in good hands. Salute, good luck, shout out to you. I think they'll give a good account of themselves today, even though they may be a little bit rusty, being the first game. That's what this is for. I think Shador is going to throw over 305.5 yards. I put risky on there just because if it's a blowout situation, they're probably not going to have Shador out there very long. But if it's not, then he's definitely going over 300 yards, 305 yards and a half to be exact. And I do have him for over 2.5 touchdown passes. That part of it's going to be pretty straightforward just because this game, regardless of what people want to believe, is going to count as a Heisman Trophy race game. Every game he plays in counts towards that now. And this is where you start, if you can run up the numbers, this is where you start running up the numbers. Questions, comments, concerns? I was imagine there's got to be some kind of questions on Shador. I don't have too many questions about him. I just want to see him get out there and play just like he wants to get out there and play. Right. Now, Trevor,
should I take $5 and throw it down on him winning the Heisman?
Yeah, it's a safe bet. Even though he'll be in the top 5 in quarterbacks. There are a number of really talented quarterbacks out there. They have, they've been in their system a little bit, or about as long and maybe a little bit longer, maybe a year longer than Shador has been on, and now they're getting their time in the sun. You also got your favorites. There's always going to be people that are front runners for the Heisman Trophy. I think somebody told me that they didn't think somebody in the chat said they didn't think Shador was a top 10 quarterback, which we
what I think about Shador?
What do you think?
I think that Shador is going to take the world by storm, much like Angel Reese. And it's like, you trying not to like Shador. Mm-hmm. But what is it to not like about this damn kid? You trying not to like this kid. Yeah. Work hard, play hard, got swag. Seems to be a nice young man. Come from a good family. Like, what is it not to like about the kid, right? So I think that as much as they try to hate on Shador, I think by the end of this season, he's gonna have way more love from even the media than he has now. I know the hate is gonna be there, and some of that hate is really towards his dad because people still want to beat Deion for stuff that happened in the past, like right. So, but I think he takes the world by storm. Any other futures that we could think about, like bowl, no bowl?
Bowl. Bowl 6 or 7 wins is an automatic bowl, no matter what it is. Now, what the future might hold is which bowl, right? Because he's not going to go to the SpaghettiOs Bowl. Even if he has 7 wins, I guarantee you won't be showing up at the Wigwam Bowl or the Piggly Wiggly Wash Bowl or anything like that.
So I'm glad you said that. So did the rules change? Because so what I understood is like once he's bowl eligible, and this is why I thought everybody was scared for him to make the bowl, was for him to win the 6 last year, was it ain't about record. It's who invites you to play at they bowl. Then it's up to who hosting the bowl.
Right.
So he could possibly get a bowl that one of these bigger schools think they got coming because he gets the 6 or 7 because of what he then means to the bottom line and what his brand means.
Exactly.
So if that didn't change, it ain't no way in the world. He ain't going to nothing against SpaghettiOs, but no, he ain't going to the SpaghettiOs Bowl. Nope, won't be playing there. I don't know if it's one out there because everybody got a bowl nowadays, but he won't be at that one. He'll be at one of them big ones.
The only thing that I can think of that may disrupt any of that would be the new playoff format, right? So we got the new NCAA college football playoff format. I am not going to even pretend to walk you through how that is right now. That's for another show. But that's the only thing that may get in the way of that, just because there may be a chance that they actually play in a few different bowls, right? If they, I'm just saying, if they may play in a few different bowls, I'm just saying,
man.
People don't want to hear that, but it might happen. You never know. But I'm getting rid of all the the pundits that are upset because of the school barred a reporter from asking questions, and Prime or Coach Prime didn't really object to that or whatever. You know what? Forget all that. Forget all that. Just go off of what you're going to see going forward. I'm seven bowl wins. He's in a bowl. You're probably going to go to the highest one that you could possibly go to for 7 wins. And then on top of that, there's the playoff that's involved too. So there's a lot of stuff to look forward to, a lot of stuff to talk about when that comes about.
Coach Prime, Coach of the Year, future bet you can make.
He's my Coach of the Year, of course. I mean, but you can make a Coach of the Year, and you'll probably get some really good odds on it because that vote is subjective, and I almost guarantee you that they're not going to vote for him, no matter how well he does, unless he goes undefeated all the way through and gets the national championship where you can't deny it. Probably not going to win.
Remember, I said leave no doubt. So I'm here for and I'm always here for undefeated. I'm always here for undefeated. So can I put my future in a parlay? Heisman, bowl, playoffs, Coach of the Year.
You can. 100% you can. Now, with that said, think about this too. There has been parlays where people have bet on National Hockey League winner, Super Bowl winner, World Series winner, NBA Finals winner. So you can definitely do that. Now, that's the long haul. That's called real future. So if you can do that, you can definitely bet on as many components as you feel in a parlay that'll hit. The odds will be astronomical. I couldn't tell you how big the odds will be, but I can guarantee you it's nothing to sneeze at. You can put a unit on it. You can even put a half unit on it.
You know me. I'm a big spender with my half unit. Spare no half a unit round here, player. Spare no half unit round here, player. Believe that? Okay. Let me let you know. Oh, half a unit here, half a unit there, half a unit everywhere, buddy.
I know. I should have known better. I should have known better. With that said, we get on to Mr. Travis Hunter. One thing I didn't put on here, and I'll talk about it in just a second, but I have him going over, 70 yards, 70 and a half yards, receiving. Didn't put the receiving down because I don't know how many catches he's going to have. Basically, all he needs is a couple catches to actually eclipse that. I also have him scoring a touchdown. So, but the great thing about that is that I did not say what kind of touchdown it's going to be. Receiving.
Why does that matter?
Rushing. It doesn't. Actually, it does. It 100% does, because there's actually different odds on if you predict a receiving touchdown versus a rushing touchdown versus a special teams touchdown versus an interception return for a touchdown. All 4 of those have different odds on them. And each one that I mentioned in order have higher odds than the other. Right? So it makes a huge difference. Just a touchdown gives you your base odds, and it makes sure that he can score a touchdown from anywhere. Right? So keep that in mind. This is the first game. It may change. Some of these prop bets may change depending on the odds and how risky some of you guys want to get. The one thing I didn't put on here, which is probably something you can wager on, is how many snaps is he going to have. Don't forget, he plays defense too. So you can wager 95 snaps, 100 snaps, 105 snaps, 110. There's usually about anywhere between 45 to 55 snaps on average on both sides of the ball. Right. So keep that in mind for future wagering or tonight. If you feel that they're going to give you a good odds on be able to do that, you can go ahead and plop a unit or two down on. I would honestly say the under. I would say the under on 100 snaps total, just because they don't want to burn him out before they get to the bigger games.
Okay, so what would be that good number that you would see? Like, okay, yeah, it's a good.
100. Yeah, 100. 100 snaps. 100 total snaps. I would pick the under on that. It may be even way under on that. I didn't even get a chance to really go through and take a look to see if that was an option on one of the sites that I have access to. I'm quite sure it is. If it's not on there this week, it will be on there in future weeks, right? So you never have to worry about that.
And do you have an opinion on what are good odds on the snap
as
count?
far as so odds on stuff like that. Hold on just a second. I'm just trying to see if they do have Colorado on one of my sites. Odds, you're always looking for the best odds, of course, are upsets or upset odds, right? For instance, who's playing today that might be upset? Because all of these actually are pretty close by just because it's the new season. Oh, come on. Who's an upset? Okay, it's kind of a weak example, but Monmouth versus Eastern Washington, which is just below me on the geographical map. Eastern Washington is favored by 9.5 points. The odds of an upset by Monmouth is 2.020, which if I switch that, because I can actually switch that to American odds, it's plus 102, which if I'm going to pick this real quick. If I actually put $10 on the upset for Monmouth over Eastern Washington, it doesn't give me a whole lot of good odds on it. It's actually, if I bet $10, I win $10.20.
Got it. Okay.
Not much of an upset, but let me go up to here. This one's a good one. So Southeast Louisiana versus Tulane. Tulane's favored by 27 points, and if I picked Southeast Louisiana to win, and I bet $10 on it, $10 to win, $8.55. This site is probably not one that we should be actually doing just single bets on. It should probably be multiple bets because the odds are absolutely stupid.
Got you. Okay, yeah. But that was good. That was a good lesson right there for me, though. Thank you.
Yeah, it was terrible. You know what? Let me close out this thing. This is embarrassing me on national social media. This is ridiculous. But okay. But anyway,
that's just acquired the resource. While you grab another resource,
check him out. Who has questions? Anybody?
So we know Big Wrench Harold Williams. Alex Barron's father was his gym coach. You always got a connection, man. We're gonna check your bloodline. Do you think their line will gel early, or will it take a game or two? Probably O-line, defensive line, probably both.
I would imagine. Defense usually gels quicker than the offensive line, unless the offensive line has to be on the string, right? They do everything together. They're in communication all the time. Any good offensive line has a good connection on the field, and most of the time off the field too. So we don't know. All we know is what we've seen, what we've watched on social media. It looks like they get along and they have a healthy competition. They're always trying to make each other better. I would say that the defense should be able to have an advantage on the offense. just because it'll take a game or two for them to actually gel, in my opinion.
I think they're gonna be a mid-season form.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's been. Excuse me. I think it's been an extremely competitive camp. I think everybody eager to go. I think they know there is no next year, so we got to get to work right now. And it's gonna be leaving no doubt. And if Heisman, which bowl playoff, and Coach Prime Coach of the Year is gonna hit for me, I need them to come out on a mission. And so I think, especially with Coach Sapp coming in, because I don't know, we was watching Coach Sapp. He is intense. He is intense. So I think you're right that the defense is gonna be there. But I think Prime got that pressure on that offensive line. Like, we got to keep Shedeur standing up. So I think it's been real competitive. So I think they're gonna be mid-season form. That's what I think. But what do I know? I'm
it's gonna be good.
While we watch.
Gonna be good to find out. With that said, let's get to the other side of the ball, which is Cam Miller, starting quarterback, North Dakota State. I was actually able to go online and watch some of his highlights and a little bit of his playoff game that he had. I think it was against Montana State. He looks like a stand in the pocket quarterback. Doesn't look like he throws the ball down deep a whole lot. Short passes a little bit over the medium over the linebacker. He has some good touch. He is a runner. He will definitely run if he doesn't have anything. And so I was actually predicting that he will get a touchdown. I don't know if it'll be right away or if it's going to be in garbage time, but I also predict that he may not throw for 200 yards just because he is a runner. And I think that the defense, especially in the safety, anchored by Shiloh, they're going to do a good job of containing them, and they may turn them over a few times, and that'll actually bring down production. Under 200 is really risky for college football at any level. So just keep that in mind. The odds are really good on under 200 yards, but if you feel that over 200 yards, like maybe in the fourth quarter, he'll still be in and he'll still be throwing the ball around trying to make it look respectable, then I have no problem with that. 1.5 passing touchdowns, I think he'll be over that. Now, I know I did a over 1 touchdown for the beginning. That is kind of the same thing as Travis Hunter. Like, he'll actually run for it. That's just, if he runs for a touchdown and doesn't get any other touchdowns, that's going to hit. But I imagine that he'll throw for 2 touchdowns or more in this game, mostly in garbage time, in my opinion.
Cool. Got time for a couple more questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
If he was a white kid, they would love him like they do Cooper Manning's son, who was at Tennessee.
They probably do. He's Division II, though. They don't get a whole lot of watches.
Okay. Cess Talks Sports Bowl coming soon. Yes. When I seen that, I thought about, is it possible for Cess Talks Sports to do a Madden competition this year? Let's do a weekend, a Madden competition. And I was wondering, could we do, I mean, I don't know. It could be open to any gamers, but I would really be inviting like female gamers that are playing Madden. Give away some prizes, hang out, stream it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that.
There's some good gamers out there right now. I've seen some of their YouTube pages.
Okay. Is there an award for comeback team of the year in college football?
Well,
dude, I don't know. I mean, maybe you could. I mean, I guess you could be in the conversation for like the SB.
There's over 300 college Division I football teams. I don't know if they have that. Yeah, I think what Cess is saying for the SBs probably, but not for NCAA.
Yeah, I don't think that they do that. Let's see. A friend of mine said they even have an entertainment unit for the first coach to get fired. What? Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that on a weekly basis? Is that on a weekly basis?
Well, I mean, that would be the first. It's kind of like a survivor pool, right? Who's the first coach to get fired?
And then who's next?
Yeah, who's next?
Oh,
exactly.
First one of the week. Oh, I like it. I got to look into that.
That's funny.
Okay, so Kendall, I got a pick 4 this weekend. Miami versus Florida, Clemson versus UGA, Southern Cal versus LSU, and Texas A&M versus Notre Dame.
Right up. I got at least 2 right off the top of my head that look like, that they'll be world beaters, but it might even be 3. But UGA at home. If they're at home, I'm taking UGA over Clemson. Notre Dame over Texas A&M for sure. Now it gets kind of tricky. Florida and Miami, haven't really been keeping track of them for a while. Since there was the exodus of Florida players to Alabama and Texas and all these other places, we don't know how good the Gators are nowadays. And the Miami Hurricanes too. I know they have some homegrown players, but we don't know how good that team is. I don't know. I'd have to do some more research on that one. But as far as LSU goes, if LSU is even half of the team that they were in the last couple years, which I don't know right now because they have some new people too. But I don't know about LSU. I would actually lean towards LSU. But I know probably Julie will be mad at me for picking against Southern California, but I would have to lean towards LSU with just the limited information I have right now.
I can't pick LSU. I got to pick LSU because I can't pick Southern Cal. I got to stay with the SEC. I got to stay in the SEC with right there. I got to stay in the SEC with that. Now, that doesn't hold true when we get to talk about Florida, Miami. I'm such a Hurricane fan. I would have went to Miami maybe if I'd have rethought it. So so there's those 2. Then I had Notre Dame and UGA too. So not for any reason because I don't know anything about them, y'all. These are just for my. Remember when I say something, unless I tell you, look, I looked into this or I thought I researched this. I'm over here. You see my pen in my hand. I'm taking notes. Anything I throw out here is just a gut feeling. But if you run with it, let me know. Let me know. Okay? If you run with it, let me know. Now, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Yep.
Let's see. That would be dope. Cess Madden Bowl. Hey, let's speak it into existence. It sounds like a good time. It sounds like fun.
On what system?
I'm here.
PS5 or
I don't know.
Or Xbox?
I don't know. Can you play? Can they all play against each other? Maybe there's an Xbox champ and maybe an Xbox champ and a PlayStation champ. I don't know. My understanding is the people that really get down play on both systems, and it's like whatever controller you want. But listen. Let me tell you something else. I would only be commentating the game. It don't mean y'all get too angry online for me. You get too serious. It ain't. I'm here for the relaxation. Oh wait, hold on. I want to score. I play the game, so like I play the NBA 2K for what my career would have looked like. You understand? It had nothing to do with nothing else going on. How I would have played. Let me see. I'm not a gamer, but as many PS5s I resold, I think I'm an honorary gamer and a beast too. I still have an Xbox Connect in mint condition. Oh, you ain't playing around. Think Big is a collector.
Mint condition.
That's a great idea. Okay, I don't know how. We got to figure it out. The UGA game is at Mercedes-Benz, so it's home cooking. Oh, home cooking.
There you go. Oh, you already know. Okay. You already know.
Okay, so Rasheen is saying there is cross-platform. Okay, so let me find out. How many? Yeah, put a. I don't know how many people are here, but can y'all put a 5 in the chat if you are really into college football? Put a 5 in the chat if you're really into college football. What the kids say? I'm trying to see something real quick. Put a 5 minutes. Put a 5 minutes. I'm trying to see something. Yeah. I'm a Hurricane fan too. That's the home team. Still have some Hurricane gear from my childhood. Okay. They have it for Call of Duty and other games. Okay, thank you, Rasheen. We got to look into that.
I know it's a little.
I think that. that I don't know. Twitch is doing something. I don't know. We gotta look for some partnerships here. Sponsors. If y'all have, I'm gonna put my email in the. If y'all got information or you got interest, in really doing the, and how could Discord factor into that? Because we got the gaming rooms. But I'm dropping the email. Let me know if you're interested. If you got information helping us find sponsorships, I'm serious. I would love to do something like that here this season. UGA, Notre Dame, LSU, Miami. Was that who I picked? UGA, Notre Dame. Yep, that's who I picked too, Kendall. We picked the same. You went Florida State, LA Rams. Them your two teams? Okay. Okay. Sadly, I am just learning college football. That's okay, Rasheen. You interested though? Yeah. Okay, but you following it on Saturdays. Because we still try to figure out our flow, what we cover, what's important to y'all, stuff that we maybe actually cover on the show, and stuff that we maybe put out more in like a blog or post or in Discord. So just trying to make sure, learning the fam. You got any surprises? Any surprises that you expect from this game?
Well, part of it is in the second part of the reel here. Jimmy Horn Jr. he's the number one wide receiver coming into this game for the Colorado Buffaloes. Since they spread the ball around a lot, they have a minimum. Like, I don't know why it's this low. I mean, I'm not expecting him to go for 150 yards or anything like that, but Jimmy Horn Jr., 50 plus receiving yards. Take the over on that. And I didn't type the over on the actual sheet. Take the over on that just because that could be one pass for him, depending on if he gets behind the defense. And he's probably going to get at least, anywhere from 6 to 7 targets. So he'll get 50 yards, in my opinion, really easy. And then there's also an anytime touchdown, which it's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not the odds aren't that good on it, but if you're trying to just fill up your bingo sheet, go ahead and put that on there. That should be fine. He's also going to be doing punt returns and kick returns too, so he'll have plenty of chances to score. The other part of it too is this. So Charlie Offerdahl, he's the guy for the Colorado Buffaloes that was given that surprise scholarship just based off of the type of, not only the player that he was, because he's actually, I think he, don't give me the line on this, but I thought he was a holdover from the old regime, but I might be wrong on that. He might have came in as a local talent or from one of the other colleges, but they love him. Like, nobody there said anything bad about Charlie Offerdahl. And I imagine that, to be honest with you, I think that he'll be able to be one of those guys that comes in and spells, some of the other running backs. He's going to get his hands on the ball, his fair share. I've been told from good authority that he's a above average blocker for his size, and he can most likely squeak out 4 to 5 yards a carry, just based off of how they'll be spelling him and how much they pass and different things like that. So I actually have him for over 30 yards rushing this game. I think he'll get a number of carries. He'll get enough carries to get past that mark, and just to give him, and if there's any second or third string time in the fourth quarter, he'll definitely be in for that too. That's probably the best surprise that I have. Last is Dallas Hayden, who is starting running back for the North Dakota State. I don't even know who their mascot is. I probably should have figured that out. But I would say he would get, just because Colorado had problems with the rush last year, I imagine that he will get over 40 yards rushing. Maybe the first quarter, they may run some misdirection. He gets a couple of, 7-8 yard gains, and, until Colorado settles in. But I'm predicting 40 yards plus, and that has good odds on it. So if you do pick it and he gets there, you'll probably get some extra units that you would have if you actually went under.
Cool. And then let's see, Rasheen Beats from the website in Madden NFL 24. You can play cross-platform and online, head-to-head, franchise, Madden Ultimate Team, Superstar KO, and Superstar Showdown.
From the website. Okay, got you. Okay.
No, I think that's coming from the website. They're
from the website.
Telling us from their website. I think that's what he's saying in Madden NFL 24. You can't play cross-platform. Yeah. So we'll do some research on that. That might be really, really doable. Some stuff that we can stream here on the YouTube channel as well as on Discord, especially on the Twitch. So I seen just a couple fives come in across the social media. I'm gonna post the actual official poll in the on the community tab on the channel. Let's see what kind of response we get. I see Russell, I see you threw your 5 out there. I didn't know you was. I can't wait till to get to the Discord to find out. You've been holding out about being a gamer. I can't wait. Get to the Discord to find this out.
Yeah.
They are the North Dakota State University Bison. Thank you, Russell.
Thank you, Russell. Our resident reference manager.
Oh, fact check, man. Fact check King right there. You got anything else before we get ready to get out of here? So y'all, tonight we are back. MJLover23 is gonna jump on the live with us for a little bit, or maybe for the whole thing. But we are live for Colorado Buffs football tonight. Come hang out with us. Colorado Buffs football tonight. Live chat, watch party. We unless they shut us down, till they shut us down. Okay,
it's gonna be a party, y'all.
Down. It's gonna be a party. Pull up, have fun. I think that's all we got. All we got for right now.
Wait. There's breaking news in the baseball world.
Breaking news. I love
for our picks. We now can say Pete Alonso hit a home run about 15 minutes ago. It went 439 feet, and it was a cutter by Ryan Nelson. So if you had Pete Alonso on your bingo card, he has hit a home run. Let's keep the party going.
And Russell, I gotta apologize. Yes, the 5 was about college football, but I also thought I seen another comment on the page that I thought was from you, but it wasn't you. So I thought you was the gamer. I thought you was the gamer. I take it back.
Not the gamer.
Hit the like button as y'all get up out of here. Hit the like button as y'all get up out of here. Appreciate y'all pulling up. If you ain't subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? Subscribe. Hit that notification so you stay notified. Stay in the conversation. Stay with the fam. Hey, listen, y'all. It's a movement. It's not just me. It's Cess Talks Sports, but it is a community. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Humbled every time I cut this thing on. The way y'all show up. MJLover23. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your knowledge. Thank you. And until next time, y'all, stay tuned. Talk soon. Y'all know what it is. We are out.